Morning. Today we're working on a Cadillac North Star V8. Apparently something's making noise in there. Apparently number 5 injector is going out, and that is, I think, this one. So I got to pull that fuel rail off, pull the fuel lines off, you know, the whole shebang, swap that injector out. Almost looks like the wrong one. Dang it. Let's see here. Let's see here, buddy. Nope, that's the right one. It's no Riley's part. There it is. So I just got to pop those all off, get that fuel rail out of there, and get her all up and working. Some misfiring on cylinder 5. My younger brother swapped the number 5 coil out, so you can swap this coil for this coil, like flip them, and then if the misfire swaps cylinders, and that's usually the coil, and if it's not, then usually it's the injector. You can swap the injectors also. If that's not the problem, then it's probably further in, like valve problems, cylinder head problems, valves not seating, could be a million things, but this is step 1. And I was driving it here and her brakes are all the way to the floor. So I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Yeah, ain't got no fluid in there. So I'll put some fluid in there and see what is leaking, where it's leaking, where it's going. But our brake pedal went all the way down to the floor, and that's not okay. So let me swap this injectors out, but first of all, I need to clean my toolbox off. I got tools out for days, so usually I'm pretty good about putting my tools away. This time I didn't. I just kind of threw everything on the box. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up real quick. Hang tight. All right, there it is. I got it all cleaned up. Got my coffee mug in here just in case winter comes early. Got my chargers, my phone charger, light charger. I need to get a different kind of style, I don't know, but anyway, there it is. Paint, my glasses, there it is. Got it all cleaned up. Got tool guard cleaned, got all this cleaned away. Remember all this wiring from Cherokee. And I was going through the Connex the other day and I found some 2-inch blocks. So I can take those 4-inch blocks out of the Duramax, put those in. I don't know where they came from. I think it's out of the Cherokee, to be honest with you. The double XJ. I'm guessing. I don't know for 100% sure yet, but oh look, I forgot one tool out. Ha. There it is. Pliers drawer. Anyway, look at that storm. I was just watching it roll in just now. Man, usually that storm will hit right up here on the mountain. If it rains on like this mountain here, this mountaintop, it all rains, comes down this valley right here, and it comes down, it's kind of hard to see, but right down that way, then it comes down here in this wash. There's a wash right behind that trailer. There's a wash down there, and all that water comes in and it just floods that all out. So maybe we'll be able to see a flood as soon as that rain goes by. I'll keep my eye on it, because it's been raining for the last couple of weeks, just on and off. So now the ground is moist, or what do you call it, like it's got water on it, so now the new water goes on it. It just drains right down. All the potholes are full, everything is filled up. So as soon as the rainstorm comes through, it usually does that. But anyway, stay tuned. You might be able to see a flash flood. Let me get this Cadillac done so I can try to chase the storm around, because it'll be awesome to show you guys what a flash flood looks like around here. It's pretty wild. It's not raining here. When it's raining high, it comes down. So let me knock this thing out real quick and hang tight. Okay, got the old one out. I do not know how to test these. I know you can send them off and get them tested, but I'm just going back in with a new one. So I got the old one out, and it does not have an O-ring on it, so that means the O-ring is still in here in the feel rail. So I'll get a little pick, see if I can get that out of there. One like this, you know. I love the smell of gas also. It smells delicious. So let me put this rag right down in here so nothing falls in that hole into the there it is, into the cylinder. But there's the O-ring, and then I just put a little bit of grease or a little something around these O-rings so they pop in nice and smooth. And then let's go drop this one in there, just so that pick up on the feel rail, just nice and easy like. Drop that one in there and hope they all pop back in. Kind of twist them just to get them pop back in. There it is. Did you hear that? It went clunk, and then this little clip just kind of holds it in place. Sometimes you gotta use needle nose because your hand's too fat to fit in there. That makes sense. Come on, baby. What in the helly berry? It goes on this side, doesn't it? No. It goes on like this. It's gotta get violent. Just kidding, don't get violent with it. It's very, very expensive if you do. Can't go in there. I kind of feel like that's not it. I think the injector needs to go up a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna fight this some more and get her back together. Trying to figure out, I want to set this camera up so you guys can watch some of this storm go by. I really don't want to die setting up the camera. Anyway, there it is. All right, back together. I did mess up. I changed cylinder 3 instead of cylinder 5. So I just took the old injector that I took out of cylinder 3 and just put it in cylinder 5. So I got the new cylinder. The new injector is on cylinder 3 now, but should be the same if the other one wasn't reading. This thing keeps falling off, really pissing me off. It's supposed to not fall off, but look at that storm. Not that much. But anyway, I gotta jack the car up, take a gander under it, see what's going on with the brakes. I'm gonna fire this back up first and make sure that it's not leaking anywhere that I touched, because that's a big old fuel leak. So I opened the gas cap so I can relieve the pressure of the fuel lines, the fuel rail. It's got a bleeder there, so I bled the fuel out of that and then pull the fuel line off. But before I did all that, I opened the gas cap. I don't know how many people do that, but I do it all the time. Fire this bad boy up. It's gonna run like doo-doo at first because there was no fuel in the fuel rail. Alright, that's working. I don't see any of those leaking. None of those are leaking. And that one ain't leaking. That one's not leaking. So, perfect. That's a win. This cover back on because I always forget. There it is. Done. That part's done. Easy. Easy enough. Now, got to figure out which brake caliper is ruined. Dang, there's a lot of storms. The storm just went by. I think it's still up there. Up on the LaSalle's. Yeah. See, it's still there. It's working its way across the mountain. See that? Cool. But looks like there's another one rolling in right there. Huh. It's wild. Anyways, I found the problem with the brakes. See this tire? Soaked in brake fluid. That ain't good. So here's the problem. Right there. Brake line is broken. Snap. So that ain't good. I'm glad I made it here. I was thinking maybe one of the piston got pushed out, the brakes ran down too far. I see a lot of that, but I've never seen a brake line break like that. But I'm gonna call around, see if anybody has a brake line and replace it and be back to normal, hopefully. Anyways, let me do some calling. So when I left the house, apparently I left pretty quick because I left my phone behind. So And I gotta go old school and use a landline. Rory's got one in his office, but I have to go look for a receipt to find CarQuest's number because I don't remember it. I should, but I don't. So I thought that was pretty funny. I was wondering, I was looking everywhere for my phone. I was wondering why I wasn't getting no phone calls. I actually got something done. So let me do some phone calls and get back to you guys. All right, you don't have the part. Nobody's got it in town. They gotta order it. CarQuest will be Wednesday. O'Reilly's will be Tuesday. But I gotta figure out what brake line is on here. Apparently there's two kind of brake lines. And I will let you guys know as soon as I figure something out. But for now, thanks for watching, guys.